So while you following the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing. Let everything settle down as it is. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, dear Dhamma friends, before we start our session, I will give a little introduction how you can practice with us. So, in the beginning, remember, just allow your body and mind to settle down, and then little by little try to bring your mind to tranquility state. So that is the first step that you have to practice. So when it comes to tranquility state, mean you detach your mind, you make your mind free from past or the future thoughts and stay with the mental object. So the mental object means your primary mental object, giving to keep your focus towards that rather than following your thoughts. So as our primary mental object, we take our inhalation, exhalation. So then bring your fully attention to in front of your nose, so your upper lip area, and stay there. And once the mind settle down with the inhalation, exhalation, sometimes you get different experience. In the beginning, the mind not going to be there suddenly. Sometimes it go here and there, it is okay. But little by little, try to bring your mind again and again to stay in one point. There is no place that you can achieve kind of like a no thought song. There is no place that you can exist without thought in the tranquility state. There are thoughts arise, but at the same time, when you bring your attention to one place, one point, in that one point, how long you can exist during that time period, that you're not going to get disturbance. And the very nature of our consciousness, only one thought can exist at one time. So then, when you get into the awareness, in that place, don't remember you're going to mesmerize just getting to this sensation. It's not going to happen. Even if it is happened, remember you have to come out of it. So what will happen? Moment by moment, the awareness you have to continue in the same place. It's not like you jump in a parachute and allow it to go itself. The moment by moment, that awareness, when you are able to maintain, there is something else happening inside you. In the ordinary life, what is happening? Our thoughts arise and happen itself without our intention. So you reverse this pattern. So without your permission, without your understanding, without knowing yourself, there thoughts not going to happen. So that is the difference awareness and unawareness. So our main purpose is thought. We're going to get into the position to see all the thoughts pattern and how it happening. And once you get into that moment and stay there, remain there with the sensation, and you get the fully authority regarding the thoughts. The you means your mind. So rather than thoughts getting authority to your mind, the mind get authority to thoughts. And it is not kind of like overtaking or dominating something, or it is not like a military, your mind, or it's not something like that. That is the very nature of the awareness. Because when the awareness becomes sharper and clear, nothing else can happen beyond the awareness. Sati sampajanya, or the clear comprehension. So there's nothing. It's kind of like when the light arises, that it is responsibility to give the light, and there is no way the darkness can overtake the light. When the light arises, the very responsibility of the light, pushing away the darkness. So same like the very nature of the awareness, recognition. When you maintain the awareness, the recognition arises. When there is a recognition happens, the clarity arises. When there is clarity, the choice within yourself, its choice become very easy. So that's how this process take you deeper inside. But somehow try to stay with the primary mental object and try to maintain your awareness. So in the beginning, this primary object, which we call nimitta, and you trying to stay with again and again and again. So mind will go here and there, but try to stay with the primary object. If your mind go here and there, just recognize that, bring it back. So in the beginning, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation separately. In the second step, observe this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. Entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. And in the beginning, sometimes you can recognize the sensation, the mind going to settle down for a second and will disappear. It is okay. Keep at rest. Don't worry about it and don't be too happy about it. Your responsibility should be not dealing with or thinking about the sensation. Your responsibility should be watching and recognizing. Don't let go there. So if the sensation arises, you go with it. If not, put the attention. So little by little, what will happen? In a certain level, your mind will settle down and the awareness going to continue. Stay there, stay there, stay there. And once the mind settles down with that, we call samadhi, tranquility state, or satori, or kevalya. You can name it in different ways. But you have the same experience. In that point, what is happening? Your body, your breathing, your mind start to settle down as one. So that is where anymore the feelings not going to disturb. So from that point, we go to vipassana level. In the vipassana level, with that calm, clear, tranquility mind, you observe. What you going to observe? The very nature of the sensation. Very nature of the sensation. And then see how the sensation arise and existing disappear. Just watch it and let it go. and then keep watching. And now you know the very nature, arising, existing, disappearing. So whatever arise, whatever come, even any pain arise in your body, see, you will see arising, existing, disappearance. Even that sometimes thought arise, the same thing, arising, existing, and disappearing. Then there is a point come in the, when you are in the middle, you start to see around whatever happening, even head to toes, that wherever, whatever arise as sensation has the same nature, arising, existing, and disappearance. So don't react to anything. Now you see it and just go again and again, again and again, go with that experience and let it happen. And that very experience yourself will take you to a moment to recognize that whatever happened in life, even in the whatever happened in the past or whatever going to happen in the future, even whatever happened in this very moment, has only one nature: arising, existing, and disappearance. When the mind able to understand that, it come out of all the collective nature, it come out of this becoming nature. Because inside we have huge current to become. We always projecting and focusing to future. So the mind will drop that current. Once the mind drop it, in this very moment, you feel so relaxed, comfortable. It's like after long journey, you reach to your point and you feel you achieved. So that comfort arises in you, but still remain there, because that comfort also arising, existing, and disappearing. And then that the becoming nature, once you come out of it, anymore you have no collective desire to collect and hold it to self-center. Why? Because now you see how things arising, existing, and disappearing. So when the mind come out of collective nature, there is nothing to let go. You become free from your past or the future. And you become very centered. And in that point, and there is nothing come against you, no resistance. There is nothing to go against. It make you more comfortable and relaxed. And it will release you from all the gravity hold in this samsara, because the samsara itself means that there is a resistance inside us and there is a current pushing towards us. So this you will slowly drop inside your mind. It will help you to get into the real moment of life. And that is where no hatred, jealousy, anger, envy, kind of that experience. That is where you're going to completely come out of this becoming nature and experience the moment. And that is in that very moment where the transformation happen from samsara to nibbana. So it is a journey, it is a process little by little, but somehow try to settle down your mind with the sensation in the beginning, and little by little. In case if you want to change your posture, before you change it, take a mental image and then slowly, knowingly, and do it. If you want to drink water, or if you want to use restroom, or you are free to do whatever. But at the same time, remember, do it with this discipline and awareness inside you. And that way you can continue the practice little by little. And because once the mind able to settle down with the primary mental object, then the practice become more comfortable and easy. So with that, your right palm on your left and neck get straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. And let your whole body settle down itself and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva. Oh, may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. Detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation. Let everything to settle down as it is. And bring your attention to your primary mental object, sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again and settle down with the sensation. Don't involving with the sensation, allow it to happen naturally itself. Bring attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light. Through entire this compound, this village, this city, this state, this country, this world, and this universe. And as far as we can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding ourselves like this. Mentally, repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion, beginning from your heart, forward. Send it as a light and visualize yourself to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, when it comes to our ordinary life, from the beginning, our life we schooling, and then after that, you get into loving and working, and then from there, socializing, and little by little, you getting to the end of the life. And you spending so much time and energy around you with other people, with other things. But in this very moment, in this today, the time you hear this, in this very moment when you look at yourself, the whatever you spend the time, look very carefully and see how profitable it is for you. The arguments, the conversation, whatever you used to practice, you sporting, so anything, schooling, so whatever you learn, see how much it brought you back, kind of like happiness and satisfaction and comfort or the success. Most of our time we spend for unnecessary situations. So in this very lifetime, as a human being, the most important thing that you have to develop your awareness, your understanding, the clarity. Without having it, spending time, remember, is not worth. Even though for the moment you're doing many things and you become happy and you become satisfied, you cannot contribute something good to yourself, or you cannot contribute something meaningful to other people around you. So if you love your husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, remember, there are two things you have to do. One is make them free from you. Don't be so attached to anybody around you. That is a great gift for other people. When you are attached to other people around you, always you want to hear, always you want to be with them, always you want to go with them. So sometimes, even though for a moment it makes you comfortable, but in long run, it's going to bring you disappointment. So that's why determine yourself. If you look for something good for you and good for others, one of the important thing always, as parents, as husband, wife, as children, so as friends, always remember to make other people free from you, from your desires. So in the beginning it is little bit hard, but still you can do it. It's worth. Another one is, always remember, when you make other people free from you, you also gain certain freedom to yourself. That freedom you always have to invest to become a better person yourself, uplift your awareness, not for anything else. Always. As an ordinary person, have a higher purpose and always guide your freedom to that higher purpose. So there are teachings, there are certain teachings and saying this becoming is a bad habit. So naturally, when you get into the vipassana level of understanding, you will recognize how to drop the becoming nature. But as an ordinary person, in this conventional life, you have to have a higher purpose. So once you get into the higher purpose and above the conventional life, you no need any desire. Of course, you are free from that all becoming. But to go above this conventional life, as an ordinary person, you cannot do it. So that's why you have to be very clear with these two paths. So in the vipassana level, we say drop the desire, and conventional way we say have a desire. So what is that? The two different ways. So in a conventional life, to go above this conventional life, it's like the lotus flower. To go above the water, you need certain strength and the current energy. Otherwise, if you stay with the water, what will happen? The certain fish will eat it, or maybe it's going to die itself inside. But once you come above the water, you can stay untouched. But to come above the water, it has to have certain strength and the energy. So the desire also like that. You have to have the desire to go above this conventional life, not to stuck with that life. Because if you stuck with that life, remember, finally, in this sansaric journey, in this human existence, billion years, this 3.5 billion that we coming this from Homo sapiens to today. So if you stuck with this nature, there's no way you're going to find the happiness and satisfaction and liberation. Always it is about the conventional life. So that's why having conventional life, nothing wrong. But at the same time, the best way to have it, not hold everything around you, releasing, allow other people to make their own way and make them free from your boundaries, and then they will move forward and they will have the freedom, and then you gain certain freedom yourself. That freedom you can invest for your spiritual development. So that's how this path you have to develop, because in this ordinary life we like to associate, and we like to have people around us. And that's why I say that we have, with 5 fingers, we have 5 rings. And the mostly we see sometimes the engagement ring and maybe the wedding ring. So other rings we cannot see sometimes, invisible. So in the beginning it come with the engagement ring, and you are like to engage with things or the situations or the people. And then the marriage ring and wedding ring, and you become so happy, and certain events and the functions, and you enjoy, dance, happy. And then, so what is happening? And you go for a while like that, then start to gathering, and that means you need more people around you. And the children come to you, and then other friends come to you, and so like that. And then little by little, the boring going to be there. And that rings come, this everything not enough for you to find the satisfaction. So that is one thing. And end of that all, as a package, the suffering come to us. So that is the very nature of it. So then be very careful. Take out one by one. And as you know, how you want to say that you are free and you are not bound to anybody sometimes. Have you seen sometimes that the girl or the boy, when they have engagement ring, sometimes they go to friends, and if they don't have very confident regarding their partner, they slowly take out their ring and hide it. And sometimes when the husband or wife dating with somebody else, they take out their wedding ring and hide it and keep their fingers free. So why? Because you want to show you are free from everybody. You are not bound to anybody. So there are invisible rings that hold it to you. So the gathering, boring, suffering, so like that. These are the words that bring us certain deeper meanings. So then, have you ever thought about to free yourself from that situations? So that's why, remember, in the very beginning yourself, try to be free and allow other people to be free. Never, as parents, it is not easy. And as husband, wife, as children, it is not easy. But still, you have to do it. If you look for the success and the happiness for about other people, and as well as for yourself. So that way, and rather than holding, and you allow others to become free, and you gain your freedom, and that freedom will help you to go deeper to your spiritual practice. When it comes to spiritual practice, there are three kind of characters within ourselves. And that three kind of character, one is called Mritu. So the Mritu means itself that for everything, accept, accept, accept without understanding, surrender to everything and saying it is okay. It is okay. Whatever happened. No consciousness, no awareness, no choice, no power to have a choice, no self-authority regarding situations. And it's like a prisoner to senses or the people or the situations. Look around ourselves sometimes, our lives, and we have no choice. So then we say it is okay. So there are people kind of like that. It's called Mritu. So you have to rescue your life from that situation. And then another person is called Madhyam. And that the Madhyama is always kind of like giving guidance to others. Do this, do that. So advising. But themselves, they don't do anything. Always they're going to advise. And they try to have the leadership. And they try to dominate others. Overtake all this. Wherever they go, they look for overtaking other peoples or the situations. So that also not the right way to spiritually to develop your life. The third one is called Vishesha. So the Vishesha means you do your best physically and mentally. So whatever the situation come, you don't take it as it is okay. Or you're not going to dominate situation or not going to overtake situations. You perform your best physically and mentally, and you contribute whatever your portion. So when you develop the spiritual life, and remember with others, when you have the freedom, so don't use that freedom to overtake other people, dominate other people, other ideas, or like that. So always yourself recognizing where you are in these three characters, and rather than just surrender to everything, if you are like that person, remember somehow you have to find your freedom. That means you are in the prison. And also, if you always try to dominate other people, don't do it, and it's going to become very harm for yourself and for others, and it will destroy others' life. And also, and the Vishesha means physically, mentally, that is spiritually, socially, you do your best when your moment come. So that way, you are able to find a certain kind of upliftment within yourself. That is the best that you can do to yourself and to your own whole family, becoming better person day by day. If you can contribute, uplifting your wisdom, yourself, around you as a family, you will see that how other people are going to get the benefit. And at the same time, as a society, as a culture, as a tradition, and ourselves during this time period, if we as a whole world, if we lift our awareness, our wisdom, our understanding to a higher level, that is the best contribution we can give to our next generation. So if we go lower, and if we become more idiot than our ancestors, if we go towards the downward and doing a lot of foolish things than our previous generations, remember that is the most dangerous curse can happen to entire humanity. So then, as a person, as a family, as a society, as a culture, tradition, religion, as a world, as a generation, and the very best thing that what we can do to becoming better and get into a higher wisdom than our previous generation, and contribute that generation and share it to the next generation. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patient courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ettavata cammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a nice day. Bless
Thank
you.
you.